Damn, she said, Rhodes, I don't like you, but fuck this guy. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
I don't know if he's into that.
I'm sorry.
Oh my ears.
Ooh.
EMS from
Maybe
PD.
he's into that.
I'm sorry.
One way to find out.
I'm gonna need a 52 at Mosley's inside the building.
Aw,
I
you guys
suspect
kinda
someone tried to
bad.
hit me, but they hit someone
Shut
else
up.
instead.
I wasn't trying to hit you, Rude.
You guys are so
Girl, I don't
crazy.
believe you. You a hunter.
Girl,
You a hunter. You out here trying to kill us.
Bro, you like
Bruh.
flashing everyone.
Okay.
Stand back up. There you go.
Listen.
Rose, let me ask you something.
Hi.
Okay, yeah, ask
It's not
away.
like I'm going
No,
I'm
no.
kidding. Jesus Christ.
There you
Damn.
go.
Listen, Rose.
You better be
Thank
listening
you.
to
You know a
drugs and
guy.
nicotine.
Thank you.
You need a ciggy?
Listen, I'm probably fitting to be in 11 minutes, okay? But other than that, I
I'm
know a guy. He was
sorry.
here 6 years ago, and he tried to become a cop, okay? And he was
Oh, no.
denied.
Yo, you're gonna put your test drive away. You're gonna be.
Yeah, I know. I'll just do
Oh.
that real quick.
Hey,
Grab
don't
my
worry.
hand.
Don't
got
worry. I'm gonna
distracted.
listen to drugs and nicotine for you.
You guys
No,
actively
yeah,
like
moment.
not for me, but for a friend. Are you guys actively recruiting, or are you like set?
Huh? I'm sorry. What was that?
Are you guys actively recruiting? Or are you guys like set?
So
Not for me, but like asking for a friend.
no. Essentially, what's happening is anyone who EMS is on the way, by the way. Anyone
Oh.
who
I'm
is
so sorry.
sort of wanting to join the police department. The way it's working is they head over to Mission Row. They can speak to a dispatcher. If one's not available, possibly an officer who's aware of the system in place. From there, we collect some information to include your name, your state ID, your phone number, ideally what shift you'd like to work, and obviously what capacity. Some people want to do dispatch, other people want to do just general patrol, stuff like that. From there, we then have a receptionist by the name of Lele, who will text each person on that list. She'll come around every day, jot down all the numbers, text them all an actual application form that they fill out, and then those forms are not being looked at until whenever they anticipate doing academy or whatever it is they're going to be doing. But they'll be pulling from that list essentially.
So let me ask you this. I know a guy who was here 6 years ago and everything by the name of Chase Pingman. You think he's got a chance?
Let me try to give you some more context. Snow right now is not a police officer, and not by choice.
What?
So, when I say it's skeleton crew right now, it's
Skeleton
like
crew.
bare bones skeleton crew.
What?
Yeah,
No,
there,
that's not a
there
cop.
isn't a world in which I don't see
hello.
Snow being a police officer, to be clear. But again, that's the extent of they're sticking to what we currently have until it's time for actual recruitment moving forward.
Gotcha.
I mean, EMS
He
just
better,
started
yeah.
recruiting. We just
So,
started hiring, so.
Yeah.
If someone again asking for a friend, if they were a cadet back in the day, do they get to go ahead of other people or?
Probably not.
Everyone's
I
equal?
imagine the intent. So I would say cadet is a very unique thing because there's still an expectation that there's a fair amount of training. I would suspect, and I could be wrong. Again, I'm not in charge of recruiting. I'm just thinking logically here. I would suspect that they're probably going to go for people first who are going to require the least amount of training to get the most boots on the ground, get them out on the streets, and get those people to be able to train newer cadets moving forward, right? But if the priority, not priority, but if they pulled in prior cadets, right? They would have
What if
to
it was
dedicate more
almost
time.
an officer cadet, but the PD wipe happened and everyone was focusing on themselves and not the cadet that almost graduated?
I'm gonna be real. I don't know that they're gonna have enough time to look into each scenario like that in detail. They'll probably just see cadet, and again, I could be wrong here. I'm just sort of thinking logically here, and maybe how I would handle it.
Logically playing it by ear.
Yeah. I think
Mm-hmm.
But what do you
Pretty
think,
much.
Rhodes? Do you think that Chase Pingman? Do you think I should give him a call, let him know to come back on over and give it another shot, or should he get a name change?
I That's definitely an interesting name. I mean, for what it's worth, I don't think a name, would disqualify anyone.
Oh,
Maybe.
you
Name
know,
change
maybe.
would
you would
probably be better.
Why? What's wrong with Chase Ping Man?
Yeah, Chase Pingman.
Pingman.
I don't think that person should change their name, but I also don't think that individual should anticipate being a police officer.
Wasn't there like an officer back in the day, like 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago? That was like, her name
You
was
gon'
like
die.
Luke. You? Oh no, that one. Yeah. I like how you knew.
Who?
You gon' die.
Oh, I remember her.
Right?
I had a training session with her.
I mean, there was a woman like 5 years ago that used to be a member of EMS. Her name was Cargo Weewoo.
Ah. Interesting. Why would parents name their children?
But no,
these
Chase
things?
Pingman, that's a step too far.
Yep, times have changed.
Why would it's just
Alright.
weird. Why would people name their children?
Hey, have you
that?
put your
Appreciate
rental
you.
or test drive away?
I don't know
Yeah,
where it
probably
is.
that.
Oh.
Damien
Should
took
be
it, I
able
think.
to GPS it.
No, Damien took it. Oh, it's okay. I'll
Oh,
just-
Rhodes, do you remember the
Is
John?
that him? Right? Is that
Right
him?
there.
Is that the car?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
Rhodes.
so
do you
high-pitched.
remember the Johns, like John Cobb,
There's a sign.
John Emergency Medical Service?
I remember John Kopp. I had a court case with him.
Yeah,
Huh.
But
those were interesting people.
Well, it be what it be.
Hello, Damien.
Hello.
I mean, you lost your short.
So do test drives get returned over there?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And is that garage door always unlocked?
I think so.
Don't make me giggle.
Yes.
so
Okay.
please.
Just making
Bro,
sure.
I can't change the interior color and it doesn't have liveries and I'm upset.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
Well, I'm gonna head over to Mission Row.
All right, you have fun
Okay.
over at Mission Row.
Hmm.
Yep, gotta go. Goodbye. Oh,
Goodbye.
excuse me.
Catch
Excuse
you
me.
around, Rhodes.
Have a good one. I think it's gonna try to have me wake up here. I could enjoy going through Academy. Well, it's very likely gonna be a matter of everyone going through it. Not only that, there is like an actual reason here. I don't know how they're gonna structure academies. I would say what they did with like the introduction for the skeleton crew was solid for people with prior experience. I don't necessarily think any additional stuff is necessary. It was like pretty much straight to the point, regarding how to do certain things. I mean, we also had to deal with like a few things that were bugged, but like not anything super major. A lot of things have been resolved since, which is good. There we are. This is the meeting room. But again, the academy makes a lot more sense now because in roleplay, obviously, it's been 5 years, right? But the actual systems in place are a fair bit different as well, so. Oops. These little containers that this like chocolate thing came in are actually really sick. Did server go down? Hold up. I disconnected, but I can't reconnect. Or why? I doubt it went down. There we go. Banned. I'm unbanning myself. Please hold. Is there going to be a sheriff department? Genuinely, I do not know. So again, for context, for those who don't know, in or out of character, I have no knowledge behind pretty much any of what's going on behind, you know, the PD. So. I'm a potato. Not wrong. I'm so thankful I didn't get any candy whatsoever. It has coconut flakes in it. I despise coconut flakes. I've been jamming out to this song in the car, by the way. It's not Medicine by Daughter, the song. It's two different songs. It's weird. You get the feelsy stuff from this song, and then it gets interrupted by Not Medicine by Daughter. And you know what sucks? I took yesterday. Well, actually, I did not take yesterday off, chat. I went live yesterday, technically. I took most of yesterday off for a couple things. One of which I'm not going to mention, but I was supposed to go for my vehicle inspection because we have state inspections in my state. And I didn't, which bothers me, but now I have to do it sometime between now and the end of the month, which, you know, a few more days. I can't wait for when recruitment happens and us getting sort of like a full range of cops. You know, I think at the beginning everyone was very lenient. And obviously there's still going to be quite a few people like that, but I can't wait for the hard-ass cop, you know? I don't know what the song is. Actually, you know what? Song radio for this song. So rare right now to actually see a police officer. I mean, yeah, right? If there's 220, 230 people on the server, 5 of which are police officers. Let's say 5 are EMS, right? That's 220 people, a decent amount civs, right? But like, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword because like we always sort of tell people, you know, don't burn yourself out. If you want to do traffic, do traffic. Don't get distracted by other things, you know. I'm gonna be real. I would burn out very quickly if I had to respond to every single call. Oh, that was here before, and it was glasses. Okay. Miss the interactions. Oh, 100%. But again, that is going to resolve itself over time once recruitment happens. I know it's not ideal, but the important bit is to make sure that everyone in the skeleton crew is on the same page so that when new people, when I say new, I mean it could be experienced people, but when people do get recruited, we're all pushing the same standard. I think it's difficult, like in the past, I think it's always been difficult to change the sort of heading or standard of the PD without, like, just one day everything, you know, all the norms being one way and then snapping your fingers and expecting this drastic change, you know? But I think if you start the foundation with that and then recruit afterwards, and a lot of those people are pushing that same standard, I think you're far more likely to be successful in pushing that new sort of direction, if that makes sense. Oh, by the way, this so fucking good. Oh, that would have been the admin menu. Oops. It's so good. Can I do this? No. Look like look like I'm in pain. You know what would be cool? If from this menu we could select a different one. Like, I don't know what the keybinds would be. Maybe just arrow keys, truthfully. That might overlap. I don't know. Just like quickly on the fly change this.
How you been? Not too bad, you know. Crimbo's gone now, so
Is he dead?
no. He's still knocking about, but he's done his job.
Oh.
We can also wear scarves and gloves until and hats if you'd like, while it's cold weather's here.
I've never been a scarf person.
Like I said, I don't wear hats because they're cursed, but I like a nice scarf.
Hats are cursed?
Yeah, everyone in my family's died while wearing a hat, so I don't wear them.
That's fair.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, only logic would dictate that people in my family, if they wear a hat, they die. So
You better hope hats don't become part of the uniform.
I know. Slacks was like, oh, what if I have to put you in a formal uniform with a hat? And I said, well, guess I'm getting striked.
Damn. Wait, did you hit him with the then dap me up, Cap?
God damn it.
I feel like
Wait, are
whoever
we
called
good
it
for
that.
gloves now?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, these are just woolly gloves while it's cold out.
Okay.
So
Got it.
just basically dress for warm weather.
Hey, random question. Am I just gaining weight, or sometimes are there holes in my shirt?
Oh, you're lovely. You look snug.
You're right.
Hold on.
Stop fishing, okay? We get it. You're fit.
No. Oh.
What?
Oh.
Well, I
It was
mean,
like right under my collar. Did you? Hold on. Oh.
oh.
Hmm?
I think. Are you?
Dad,
there's-
you're getting big. I don't know how else
Yeah,
to
you're
put
getting a
this.
bit
Is
big.
it just me though?
Yes.
Let's find out.
Because I also thought I was getting big.
We'll just go ahead and lean like this.
Yeah, no, it's you know.
Just give it a moment. When you stretch a
I'm
certain
missing
way, we'll
something.
see.
Well, I think it's just you. Oh. Look, I like to know, there's no calories during Christmas, but you know,
Did you say there's no calories during Christmas?
yeah.
When I went 10-7, okay, I went to go pick up coffee. All right, well, not just a macchiato with the triple shot of espresso. Okay.
Gross.
Yeah,
Oh, gross. Okay.
woo!
Okay. Oh, you think that's gross? Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. All right. My husband got me this little, this little bag with a bunch of goodies in it, right? And there was this container, a clear container with it was just 3 chocolate balls. Okay. I don't know why you want to laugh at that, but
I wasn't. I was sucking my lip.
okay. So I look at them and then I realize that I should not eat these because they say hot chocolate balls. As in, you're supposed to pour hot milk on it. Okay, so thankfully I did not bite into it. But
I have been to one of those before.
okay, you know what? I almost did. So yeah, you bet your ass I dropped that shit in the macchiato, and I'm gonna be real. It is real good.
Okay, so
Sucks being a diabetic though. My blood sugar gonna be through the roof.
yeah. Oh no. I got one of those hot chocolate balls, but it was wrapped in just the foil, so I didn't really know like what it was.
I've had one of those, but it was like on a lollipop stick, right? So you would get the hot water,
Oh, and you would
and
dip
you'd
it
like
in, and it would.
dip it in and like store
Would
it
it
in.
come apart at the stick
Yes.
first?
Yes.
That makes sense.
I bit into one of those, and you ever see the cinnamon challenge?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
funniest,
let me tell ya.
funniest thing on planet Earth. Yes.
I gave myself the cinnamon challenge with hot chocolate mix, and it was not good.
There's a video buried somewhere on YouTube, somewhere out there, of an old buddy of mine back from school doing that, and it touches the back of his throat, and he just vomits.
Yeah, it literally it coats your throat. The
Yeah,
moment
it's also toxic.
the moment you breathe in, your entire throat is coated.
And
oh my gosh, there is
but
a method to it.
It was the sheer volume and speed of vomiting that really catches you off guard.
You mean they
I
put
was
the
expecting him to gag, but when I
No,
tell you,
no.
it was instantaneous. He was gone.
You ever see like an animated dragon like breathe out like fire,
Yeah.
but like it's like that. They put the spoon in their mouth. They don't even realize they breathe in. It gets sucked in. They cough, and you just fucking see like a cloud of cinnamon.
It's the cloud that makes it funny as well.
Yes, I know. Okay, in that like animated dragon example I gave, assume like a baby dragon that can't exactly shoot flames.
It's just like
smoke.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Oh no.
I'm so glad I was never dumb enough to do that.
No,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, don't be a pussy. I'm like, I'm not. Well, you can try peer pressure me all you want. I'm not doing that. And then there was that stupid milk challenge where it was like, yeah, drink 2 liters of milk in one standing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
But
that's
that's a
not a
good
challenge.
idea.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
just
what's gonna
dumb.
happen? I'm gonna throw up. Oh, lo and behold, what happened when you drank 2 liters of milk straight? You threw up. Wild.
It's amazing.
Why does milk make you throw up? after having.
But
Well,
it's just
hold
the
on.
quantity.
Are they
Isn't this
just
a fat
downing?
content?
Are they just downing it?
No, I don't
like,
mean
all in one
chugging
sitting?
2 liters
Oh.
of milk.
Oh hell no.
I don't mean
Hell
like
no.
having a couple of glasses. You'd probably be okay. Your tummy would be a bit upset, but I had a buddy of mine back with a
You got a
worked
lot of
couple
buddies
of-
that did some dumb shit.
couple of jobs prior. I did. I have a lot of buddies who do some dumb shit. He a pound of butter, right? So a stick of butter, the thick ones, right? He was like,
Why?
I mean, but the problem is, it wasn't so much the problem he ate it; it was the price he ate it for, which is just $50.
Oh my god.
Nah. Listen, I'll do that. You.
I'll do it for like $500 to
Yeah.
$1,000.
You think that's bad? Okay. Have you ever met Reed Dankleaf?
I remember that asshole.
Okay, so Reed always tells this story about how when he was in high school, he left, I think, milk in his locker over the summer.
No.
And I think it was either for 10 or 20 bucks. When he returned, he was paid 10 or 20 bucks to try whatever the fuck it turned into over the summer. It's just fucking Reed things.
Why
There's a reason
in
I call him a
God's
fucking
name?
cockroach, okay? He cannot die. He's not capable of dying. He has done... Ugh. Reed is so dumb. By the way, I'm looking at this thing about dangerous games your kids need to avoid. Number 1 is the cinnamon challenge. Number 2 is the gallon challenge, which is the
How is Tide Pod
milk
Challenge
thing.
not number 1? What the fuck?
that's actually not even here. The third one
What?
is the
What the
third one
fuck?
is Chubby Bunny.
Jesus
Oh,
that was the
isn't that the
marshmallow
one with the
one.
Hoover?
No, that was the marshmallow one where every time you put one of those big marshmallows in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny.
I guess
But
choking.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is the ice and salt challenge. I don't know what that is. This involves
You see the-
wetting
you
an
see the
area
video
of the
that
skin,
kid
covering
down
it.
in a bottle of tonic water and then headbutting that garbage drawer.
No.
Why?
Hold on.
I need this.
Oh, the ice and okay, I get what the ice and salt challenge is.
I know salt makes ice I don't know if it's colder or but what do you do with it?
It says this involves wetting an area of the skin, covering it with table salt, and applying pressure with an ice cube. Usually water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, but adding salt causes the freezing point to drop to as low as 0 degrees Fahrenheit. When kids put ice to a salt-covered, moist area of the skin, they'll experience extreme pain, and depending on how long the ice stays on, could have blistering, and first or second degree burns, or even frostbite.
So you're just a dumbass.
Pretty much, yeah. Then
Okay.
there's water chugging. I don't know what this...
There you go. I emailed the parent.
Oh, thank God.
Chugging
gonna-
water might sound harmless, but but hyperhydration can be deadly.
It
2 years
can.
ago, a woman was competing in a contest sponsored by a radio station where she was challenged to drink as much water as she could while resisting using the bathroom for as long as possible. She died from what doctors called water poisoning. Drinking too much water dilutes the sodium in the bloodstream, which can cause a fluid imbalance in the cells. People who participate in water chugging challenges will only experience nausea and headaches. Hyperhydration can also lead to brain swelling, respiratory arrest, coma, and death. Ugh.
Damn. Hey McNulty, this video, should I watch this on my phone or on my own time?
No, that you can watch that. You can watch that on your phone. That's fine. It's safe.
Hold on 1 second.
Won't be under a high command review. You're good.
Yo, I'm done with the talk. I'm done with it. Yeah. Yeah, I had a midlife crisis. let me show you something. I'll give you
my God,
I'll
this
give
is
you
the best
context.
video I've ever seen.
Hold on. Actually, no, I'm not sending it to you.
What?
No,
What-
I can't.
What are you sending?
I can't because the title of the video is stupid and has no bearing on the actual video, but it makes me look bad. The TLDR is it's a, probably middle-aged man talking about how he went to the Volvo dealership and and he was talking with the service advisor and talking about how he's kind of implying that he is young, okay, to be clear. I mean, he's kind of implying, you know, a lot more younger people are driving Volvos. And the service advisor was kind of like, huh? And then it dawned on the dude that younger people aren't buying Volvos. He's just aged to Volvo age. Now, the reason that's important is because I have a Volvo back in my hometown.
A Volvo?
Volvo.
Volvo.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
Well,
So I
listen,
think
they're nice cars.
listen, I'm a
they're
sucker.
cars.
I'm a sucker for aesthetics, and I think they look great.
I think they're underrated. What are the Volvos? The XC90s or whatever the hell they were. Those things used to last forever. Actually, forever.
Rhodes, you look like you drive a Fiat Panda.
No.
What the
No.
fuck?
I don't think I have a very strong opinion on Volvos. I don't think I've ever really looked at a Volvo enough to form an opinion.
Look at like a newer model S60. I think they look very sharp.
Damn, they look good. Hold up.
Yo, people are sleeping on. I'm telling you, people are sleeping on them. Okay.
No.
No.
What?
What's your
Not my-
ideal? What's your ideal? You know,
This
like
is
what?
the first modern car
Sedan,
that wasn't
to be
ruined
clear.
Muscle.
with a big
Oh,
ass
muscle.
grill in the
Okay,
front.
fair enough. I'm not big on muscle cars. Like, you know, if
fine.
I think if you drive a Mustang, at the first opportunity at a mall, you're plowing into a group of people. It's
This is
true.
What?
No,
Yes,
this is
because
true.
people who
Everybody
drive
that
muscle
the
cars
muscle
like that,
cars,
listen,
look
no
at my
offense to
American
you,
Bushel,
but
rev
they
engine into
like
wall.
to show off. Okay? And they
Well,
see a
that-
group
wait,
and they're
wait.
like, I have to floor it right now. It doesn't matter that it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit and it rained last night. I don't care that I might not have traction.
Muscle's
a
not
group
big
right
where I'm
there.
from, though. It's really not a fucking thing.
Really?
You know what is? You know what is fucking big where I'm from? Is Nissan Skylines and fucking Honda Civic Type R's.
Like
weird.
newer or
With-
older?
Older.
Okay. Even regarding the Civics?
I fucking hate Honda Civics. I fucking hate them.
Are they all
The Type
hatches?
R?
I think they're disgusting.
Yeah,
Looks like a
I
fucking
agree with
little
you.
beetle scurrying around the roads.
I think Civic's got a bad name. I think they're
And
not
I don't
that
mean a
bad,
beetle
but-
like the car. I mean the literal insect.
Are you I'm gonna send you a photo because I feel like this would be generally the type that you're referring to, and I could be wrong here, okay, but like based on how you're describing it, this is the vibe I'm getting. Hold on. Damn it. Why? Right here. I'm sending it. Is that what you're seeing?
Yes. 100%.
I knew it had to have been a hatch.
What do you think?
It's just
I'll
fucking
send
hate
it.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to see. I'm scared. Yeah. You know what's worse than just that? A group of them at a meetup.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All talking about Honda.
None of them can get over the damn speed bumps because they all meet in a fucking.
The car lock.
Well, here's the thing:
As the
they
car
all
locks on the fucking
all
bump.
go to a shopping plaza where there's speed bumps because there's intended to be a lot of people, but they do this like 11 o'clock at night, so no one's there, right? The only people showing up outside of them are the cops. And here's what the dumbasses do: they have to do like a 45-degree turn in one direction to get one tire over the speed bump while still scraping. Then they have to turn their car, get the other wheel on it. Then when both wheels are
And
off,
The thing is, there's no cool way to do that.
there
There's no-
isn't. There isn't.
You
No.
just have to watch
you
as
could
they
drive-
struggle.
It's so
You
dumb.
could drive a Lamborghini and you still look like a fool going over a speed
Yo,
bump.
I'm just saying, listen, maybe I can understand this to a degree because, you know, people say, oh, you shouldn't listen to music, you know, loud. You're gonna get tinnitus or whatever the fuck that shit's called, like the ringing. Listen, I
Yeah.
blast my music, okay? I do.
Same.
If I'm in my car, all right, here's what happens. I get in the car, I put my music on, my seatbelt goes on, then I leave. but it's at max volume. And I
Oi,
wait until I'm out of the
I'm a fan of-
neighborhood. I'm not a dick.
I'm the same in the car and my apartment.
Um.
I fucking blast that shit in the mornings. Only in the mornings, though.
So
not in the
sometimes,
evenings.
I listen to real bassy music, and I try to have some consideration for my neighbors. So I limit it to the car. The car is like my
Consideration is
my
for the
go-to
Oscars.
place. Well, what was I gonna? Oh, all of those Civics. I don't know if y'all ever seen them. Okay, but when they're driving down the road, it could be the tiniest dip in the road. You see every fucking
That thing
bump following them.
Skyrockets
Yeah.
about 5 meters in the sky. Yeah.
I don't understand. Their fucking spines must be destroyed.
I think it's just a tiny
Those
car with dog
frames-
shit suspension.
Well,
Yeah,
they
those things are
they make the
insane.
suspension stiff. I don't get it.
You
Um,
know a road's bumpy when those things are driving because they look like they get on two wheels. There's no play in
don't-
that suspension.
I don't think the caps are coming, by the way.
Oh,
I don't think so.
okay. I'll lead the meeting.
Okay.
I don't think there's any meeting to
Okay.
lead.
Yes,
why,
there
why
is.
Volvo's the best car company. Go ahead.
No. I'm a firm believer in, you do you. Number 1, do your job. Number 2,
Yeah.
make sure that y'all are looking at the dashboard under announcements and reading the
Make
notifications.
sure your paperwork is
Read-
up to date.
Read before going on duty. This has been read by 0 people. I don't know why it says that because I read it. It was
See, the
accurate
thing is,
I read
earlier.
it, man.
I read it too.
The thing is, I have read it, but I'm not taking it till my paperwork's up to date. Then I'll take it.
Ooh, that's smart. That's
Oh.
smart.
That way, my brain will be constantly reminded.
To be fair, it does indicate read before going on duty, but don't complete before going on duty.
Yep. Boom.
Yeah, you a real one. You a real one.
I'm gonna say, can people keep an eye out for Sonia Summers? I might be growing a potential human trafficking case against her.
That's what it turned into.
fine.
Did Norman give a description of her?
No. Yes, she matched this. I literally saw her 5 minutes later when I found her. So TLDR, she apparently held. Now tell me if this starts to sound like human trafficking to you, okay? She was up north, holding someone hostage, and found Winsong and took her hostage. Then forced
Okay.
them at knife point to plant weed. To again at knife point, then slaughter animals to use them to fertilize the weed, and then force them at knife point to take a shit on the weed to fertilize it. Any that sound like human trafficking to you?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
You
it
know
does.
what's crazy? Sonia called me over and was like, "Who's that cop?" I was like, "Oh, it's Rhodes." She's like, "Oh my god." She's like, "You're still a cop?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, why don't you do what I'm doing?" I was like, "Huh?"
Were you like,
She-
you still
she-
crazy
She-
bird?
she's like, "Yeah, totally legal things." I was like, "Okay, Sonia,
Well, that
I
makes
don't know
sense.
about that one."
Problem is, I only have statements. But I was brought to the weed it was one weed plant. But all I have is statements, so I got fucking nothing. So I'm gonna stake out. I was gonna stake the weed plant out to see if she came back, because I feel like I can grow on top of that if I know she actually comes back to this place to check out on the weed that was apparently forced to grow. Instead, I responded to a 38 with the Z's because I wanted to make sure he had backup.
Was that up in Polito?
Yeah.
Mhm.
During that time, a 911 came from the spot saying a woman was passed out by a barnyard.
Is that Winsong?
No, it was
Okay.
fucking Sonia on scene of where that weed was, knocked out unconscious with a
Oh.
trauma to the head.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
very
I treated her
interesting.
like a victim in that, just to, grab her ID, prove that she was there.
Is that why you said you suspected you knew who it was?
Yes, because
Ah.
the description from Adams was the exact same as what she was wearing and description. And I asked, did she have an Australian accent? They went, yes.
Wait, hang on. I don't want to cut you off. Ma'am, I don't think we've met, ma'am.
Oh yeah, it's me, Chastity Marie. I'm the receptionist.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
good to see you.
that's not a complete stranger, by the way. Just
Okay,
listening on
okay.
the meeting.
I was just double checking.
You
real
can
quick,
come
know.
closer, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to
come
shout.
on.
Okay.
Hey.
I didn't want to impose.
You say that, but sometimes, listen, I wake up, I roll down to PD, and the doors are locked open.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes
Y'all
that
have
does
seen that
happen.
before?
Mm-mm.
I haven't yet, but I'll keep an eye
We be
out.
locking
for
the
it.
doors behind us.
So
Oh, you're talking about the garage doors?
no, the doors in Mission Row and the garage doors outside. I don't know. There's definitely something wrong. I'm not sure if y'all are aware, but if you lock the door while it's open, it will not swing shut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
just-
noticed that.
Just be mindful of that.
Those hinges are
That
tight
will
when
happen.
you
Yeah.
lock.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just building a case at the moment. But I don't have a whole lot to go with.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
did
ask-
see
even if-
Winsong.
Even if I
It's off
prove
the
her,
shit earlier, right? McNulty?
yeah, she was apparently kidnapped, and when we found her at the Vinewood Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
she was I very much think Sonya was going to hold her at knife point, kidnap her, and kill her due to what she witnessed.
So when did the Winsong portion happen? I asked because I
Which
did
part?
go.
Shit part, the wee part,
Yeah.
yesterday.
Okay. I was gonna say I saw Winsong walking into the hospital today, and I just wanted to make sure that I wouldn't be able to confirm that I saw Winsong going there for some specific reason.
Yeah,
And it
all I'm
happened
saying
today.
is if you see Winsong, 911ing about being attacked,
Sucks.
please, for the love of God, respond to that. I know you probably
Will
would
do,
anyway,
yeah.
but if Sonya is actively, hunting her in regards to this, then I feel like I can start growing a bit more on this. But I gotta go stake that weed out for a bit and see if she actually returns to the scene. But part of me is like, if I can witness her going towards that weed, part of me is like, should I just record it and
Keep
let her
building the
drive away?
case, I'd say, yeah.
Or do I pounce down there? Because if I go down there and arrest her, I can only get her for cultivation.
Mm-hmm.
If there's
I still
something
don't have
if there's something I remember about her, it's that she will not go down without a fight. So if your idea is to
This is
pounce,
Sonya.
yeah, trust me when
Mhm.
I say you're gonna want backup.
Okay.
McNulty, you already know my offer and backup for the weed shit.
Yeah, Duncan's back up, but that fucker only lasted 20 minutes before fucking off.
Yeah.
And then I lost my guy.
You lost your guy.
Why'd you say it like that?
What?
Lost my
that
guy.
was-
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you've ever run into him, but for whatever reason, you almost sounded like Tony Corleone.
Did I?
the way
Whoa,
you just said
wait a-
that, I don't know.
Say lost my guy like you did before.
I don't know how I just said it.
Yeah,
I feel
me
like I just said it with my accent. Lost my guy.
No, it was how you
No,
said it in
it
that
was-
moment.
It was
Different.
like leathery. It was disgruntled.
That's because I was both of those things.
Yeah,
But that's all I've got.
I got the warrant out for a Bobby Brown.
Nice.
Was it approved by a
Yeah.
captain?
Yeah. It was for the situation that took place down at the hospital or Senior Buns the other day. Oh my God, that was a headache and a half. We had about 6 people in custody. A bunch of more people kept coming in. They started fighting with the people in custody, and then one person stabbed somebody while we had people. It was a long story.
Yeah.
I ended up taking him down to the hospital and everything. And I got robbed, man. 2 motherfuckers came up, held me up, and freed him from our custody.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Apparently, a whole bunch of people were detained at Senior Buns yesterday or on
Mhm.
Christmas Day, and PD weren't paying attention and they were robbed.
I wouldn't say we weren't paying attention.
Were they-
I'd say there was
Understaffed,
about-
million
Yeah,
people?
there was 3 of us on duty, and there was about 50 people at Senior Buns.
Yeah, sounds about right. You don't
We
have to
tried
say
what we
anything
could,
more.
McNulty, I swear.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that because I went to Senior Buns today, and I think it may have been Damien. Or
Mhm.
someone approached me and was like, no, it wasn't Damien. Someone working at Senior Buns was like, were you here for the situation yesterday? And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, no, I wasn't on duty yesterday. He's like, well, surely you must have heard what happened at Senior Buns yesterday. And I was like, dog, I've been on duty for half an hour. I'm just trying to get something to eat. I don't know what happened yesterday. I wasn't on duty yesterday.
I'll keep it.
It was horrible.
I'll keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck with you. Last time I went to Senior Buns to respond to a call, after about the 9th person to interrupt me, I said, you know what? You guys could figure it out. And I got in my car and I drove off.
I hate that we have to do it, but I mean, there was the one time I was arresting James Randall in front of the hospital. Actually, I was there for someone else. I was there to take their statement because something had happened to them. Then a doctor screaming, The old guy walking away just stabbed my fucking patient, right?
Jesus.
So I walk out, I have him point him out, I try to place him in cuffs. Cornwood starts, tackling this old man. I swear he just about broke every bone in his body tackling him several times. We get him in cuffs, and I just want a statement from him, right? I'm going to arrest him, but I need a statement. I could not get 30 seconds of uninterrupted statement from James Randall before I was interrupted by, officer, I need this. Or someone saying, oh, there's an injured person in that car, blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, yeah, I feel bad if I say, yeah, sorry, I'm busy, right? So I'm like trying to attend to all these different things. And some dude rolls up, fucking punches me and tells Mr. Randall to run, even though he's cuffed. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, maybe it was an accident, Maybe he was asking something beforehand, I just didn't hear. No, he fucking swung again. So you bet your ass I beat him up, had Maple take him in. And at that point, I literally just needed backup to deal with the people who were approaching me, not allowing me to do my job. It was that bad.
That's what Senior Bunt was for me. After the 4th or 5th person came up to me, I said, listen, I'm on something right now. I'll try and get you a unit. By the 9th person,
that's a bad statement to say. Sorry, pal, I can't help you. I'm on something.
Well, I was dealing with someone who was stabbed. So it was like a bomb threat and someone got stabbed. And I'm like, listen, the fact that your car got hit, sorry, bud.
I know you're saying you were busy with something, but when you say you're on something, it sounds like you're on drugs.
I didn't say that verbatim.
I think it's important to realize, making people realize that we are understaffed, but also trying our fucking best to just respond to the shit we can.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
And I think another important thing is sort of not letting it get to us.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I think the second one of us or any of us feels like, it's too much, just to remind someone they can go 42, take an hour, take a couple hours, relax. Because the last thing you want is someone on duty snapping at the civilian population.
Yep.
Because
definitely.
Look, I can tell someone, I can be like, look, I'm dealing with a fucking someone who's stabbed. But to them, it's like, oh, you're ignoring my problem. Okay, whatever. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. We are here to sword protect. I know, but the thing, I've done it. I'm not gonna pretend I'm a fucking saint. I've been like, brother, I was just, someone just tried to stab me and take my fucking life. Your misparked car is the last of my fucking concern. I couldn't care less.
That's pretty much what I told the guy.
But it's like, okay, brother, give me 5 minutes. I'm dealing with an ongoing situation. I can talk with you then. Most people will understand. You'll have the ones who will be like, oh, whatever, then you cops are just like the rest. And it's like, well, those are the kind of people, chances are, will never change our mind, but at least we can try.
Yeah, 100%. We're doing the best with the hand dealt to us.
We are.
And unfortunately, these people have 50 cards to play and we have 5, all right? So so they need to acknowledge that we're trying our best, but we don't have an all-seeing eye to witness all crime. We don't have enough officers to be able to coincidentally, have witnessed something happening that we weren't present for.
Yeah,
so
and then,
we're like,
then it's like the he said, she said. It's like,
exactly.
Wait, why aren't you prosecuting that person? And it's like, I don't think you understand how a court of law works.
I've had that twice now. This person punched me 5 minutes ago, and you're gonna let them walk? I'm like, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I wasn't here for it. No witnesses were here. If it happens or they approach you, I've told them to walk away from the situation. If they come back, call 911.
Here's the thing: that in that situation, there is no difference between them informing you at that point in time, unless the person has made an active threat and it becomes a matter of like the person's about to like stab them, right? That's different. But there's nothing different if their sole purpose is to get this documented than going to Mission Row hours later, even, because it wouldn't matter at that point, and reporting it to an officer at that time. Because if all they want is their statement documented, right, we can do that at a later time without interrupting what we're actively doing.
Yep.
Like, that's the reality. And, I think we just need to maybe better understand that, like, they may not realize what we're going through and how short-staffed we are. And unfortunately, given that a lot of our job is go, sometimes we don't even have the time to explain it. But if you do see a person who did previously attempt to, file a police report or something, and unfortunately something priority came up, The next time you see him, just run and, you know, let him know, hey, listen, it's rough.
During an active 80 pursuit today, I drove past someone, 2 people, holding someone up in a snowstorm at knife point, slammed on the brakes, jumped out with a gun and said, back the fuck up, leave him alone. They get up in the car and drove away, and I said, brother, give me your ID, put your name in the yellow pages, I'll grab your statement, I'm in an active 80, jump back in the car and go back into pursuit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
I was like, I will deal with this immediate threat. Once it's fine, keep going.
100%.
How do you feel we're sort of doing at the moment, by the way? Good talk.
Oh, are you? Wait, who are you talking to?
You, darling.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. What was the question again?
I was just saying how you feel like we're doing at the moment.
Honestly,
Just
the
based
best
off
way-
what you're hearing.
Yeah, honestly, the best that you can do based off of the cards you've been dealt, I think, in regards to, you know, civilians putting pressure on you when they come to MRPD, that's sort of where I come. Not even sort of, that's my job. So I guess, do you want me to communicate to people that you're understaffed? Is that like a bad thing to communicate? Or do you
I
want me
think
to
it's pretty
just-
clear. I mean,
Okay.
it's no secret that we are understaffed and going through a slow hiring place to make sure we're not,
Okay.
you know,
Overhiring.
bringing in people who don't actually give a fucking shit, who aren't willing to put in the time.
That makes a lot of sense.
You
yeah,
know what,
I don't
just
want to be
Back it with, like, you know, it's the holiday season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah, blah, blah,
tell them,
you know,
Units
you
are
got it.
tied.
Tell them quality
easy.
over quantity.
I can absolutely do that. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally like do a slip and, you know, someone's like trying to think, you know, to pull some slick stuff and they're like, oh, PD's understaffed? Perfect. Time for me to pull the ultimate crime. Like, I don't want to set anyone up that way.
You know
they'll
what?
They'll still go to jail.
You know what? If they do
What's
that,
the ultimate
though,
crime?
it is what it is. You know? It is what it
got
is.
A very
is what it
millennial
is.
approach to that. It
Mhm.
is what it is.
It's a true statement, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're shooting themselves in the foot because the reality is they're gonna get accustomed to that, and once we do start hiring, and once we do have sufficient numbers to be able to deal with the amount of concurrent crime happening, they're not gonna be. They ain't gonna be ready.
Yeah, at least we can pounce on complacency, I suppose.
100%.
That's what I'm doing right now. At traffic stops, I'll tell people, I'm like, listen,
Yep,
we're
I'm
always
going to
here.
go.
We're always watching. So
No, I'm not going to go watch that Creed up. I'm going to Buccaneer, and I'm going to go ticket Grime Drivers.
Okay.
Me too.
all
We'll do a
right,
little patrol up
I
north.
appreciate all of you, all right?
Oh.
got you, brother. If you need
Sultan,
anything,
I don't
always
know if
reach
anyone's
out.
gotten aggressive up north. Just be careful, because your
Yeah.
backup's gonna be a distance away.
No, it's fine. I'm
I do
friends
have
with
a
the
quick
union
question
workers.
for whoever
Ooh.
Yeah, what's
Yeah?
up?
Yeah, so I no longer, I think they're just making some adjustments on like the tech side. I don't have the ability to create civilian reports or fill out the PD interest list. So is there someone I should check in with at the end of my shift to just pass those notes along?
How about this? I'll give you my number. If you text me as they come in, with what you would be putting, so it would be their name, phone number, or their name, state ID, phone number, ideally the shift that they would be working, so 1, 2, or 3, alongside any prior experience and maybe references. Because it's essentially one line for each person, if you just text that to me, I'll throw that in. Just on occasion, if you can get on radio, if radio's dead, and just remind me to take a look at my text messages, that would be great.
I can absolutely do that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I have some leftover notes from yesterday
There we
that
are.
that I still need to pass on. So
Have
that
you
will be
seen
easily
the
done.
formatting by chance? Give me a second. I'm gonna give
Oh
you.
yeah, I've been
Okay,
filling.
perfect.
So before I lost access, I've been the person who's been filling those out.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we're good then. If that's the case, just send them in line by line. Like, don't put multiple in a single text, and don't worry about spamming my phone if you have several people. Doesn't bother me. And then as they come through, I'll make sure that they're put in there.
All right, excellent. How do you spell your last name? Sorry.
RHODES.
Oh, perfection. All right. Boop, 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 boop.
And
I'll
I
send you a
will
text
I'll
shortly.
get all that sorted out.
All right, amazing. Thank you so much. And I'll do
Not
my
a
best to
problem.
make sure I'm not like spamming every 1-1 or anything,
Don't
especially with
worry,
as
don't
busy as
worry.
y'all are.
Do not worry, it's fine.
I got something for you.
Time to go get, or time to
Yeah,
go
the
stop
union workers.
grime.
I want to.
All right, perfect.
Sounds
I'll
good.
go out there.
Oh, not the snow. Oh, my ears. My ears. My ears. 1:30, 10:41. I might be deaf. Okay, bud. At least we can start them now. Dispatch 1:30. I might go 42.
Welfare check, you okay?
Have you gotten into a car yet?
I have, yes.
Why was I at a complete stop for like 5 seconds before my car took off? It's rough. The snow's bad.
Don't be... If I can deal with it for 3 hours today, you could deal with it for 3 as well. It doesn't get better.
I almost just hit a civilian in a crosswalk.
You're gonna hear a lot of, oh, I'm sorry I was speeding at the snow.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I'm like,
don't you
well,
worry.
Why were you going 71 in the snow? You're supposed to go slower.
Don't forget, my brakes, they're bad. And why were you doing 70? Explain that to me. Help me understand.
And I'm like, oh, your brakes are cut, so Mosey's is that way. Why are you over here?
Oh, I had to stop at the ATM first. I heard it all.
Oh,
We've all heard it all. Now, what have we learned?
Listen, I know. I'm gonna go before that local pulls me out.
Drive. The local's coming for you. Slow it down. If I see that again, you're not getting a warning. Slick top? No, oh, I didn't even realize. Fuck. So it's bugged because the car spawned and then it disappeared and it showed up outside and I didn't even realize that it was slick top.
Echo 2176 Central.
I don't think it was like that before. It may have been. I don't know. Meta slick top. Have to keep it on now. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. It's funny, I'm reaching all the way over to the side to my controller, which is literally a full arm's length away, right? I could drive no issue accelerating with that. None. Look, this is me. Except like here, I'll give y'all the me holding W. Okay? And then grab the controller. Shit, I can't. I'll give you this angle. Controller.
Dispatch 125, 1041.
And that's just because, you know, you have the ability to not